The way I do the next part is where it gets a little more confusing sometimes for people because of foot location. I'm going to press her knee forward and I'm going to drop to my bottom. My outer leg, toes are going to face out. Now it's not this. What I'm doing is I'm lengthening my leg fully and I'm pulling her onto my foot. Okay? I'm going to disengage, lengthen my leg, then I'm going to lean and pull her onto my foot. How's the pressure? Good? Okay. I can do this all the way down the thigh, usually until I get about 3/4. If I get too low, it's like there's no grip, right? If I get about there, I can still sort of give just a little bit of movement there. Big and broad arch. How's the pressure?
That last one was a little too much.
A little too much. Is it stressful on my hands? How's that? Stressful on my hands?
No.
No. Okay. Now, that was outer leg, right? Some people, almost inevitably, they'll do this. This isn't wrong. It just doesn't work in the flow quite as well. I want your toes facing out, and I want it to be your outer leg.
But your other leg is leaning on her shin. Does that help or hinder?
No, but here's the thing. If I do this, how's that feel?
It's not very stable.
How's this feel?
It's like tightening that way.
9 times out of 10, if I give you any options and there's passive body contact, I'm going to encourage passive body contact. This makes some people really uncomfortable. Why? No, my leg's just resting here.
This one's don't want to be touched where they're not being worked on.
The passive body contact is a weird thing in massage. If you're doing Swedish and you're on a table and you're using your hands and your belly rubs up against the client, how does the client feel about that?
It redirects their focus.
Yeah. Female therapists, you guys have to deal with this some because of chest tissue, breast tissue,
I
right?
have to adjust a lot of techniques because of it.
Because she's afraid to like inadvertently rub breast tissue on a client, have it, it's like a weird kind of awkward thing, right? But here's the thing, with this, when I just place this down and there's this passive body contact, I think this feels more nurturing. I think this feels more secure, and I acknowledge the fact that people are coming in for touch. It's fine. If anything, if I do this feels more disconnected to me. This feels more like,
It'd be harder for you to hold it for a long period.
and it's not really isolating in any way. I mean, if I was worried about it, I could just move it right there. That makes sense. But my toes are out. Now I'm going to turn my toes in. And I'm going to let her leg roll open. I'm going to bring my heel down to the ground. I'm going to see if I can cross her shin over mine. You'll see that I bent my leg. Is that too tight? Now I can have a handle. I can grab with either hand. It doesn't matter. This usually works for me. Some of you might work this way. I'm going to grab here. Now I have my machine. And guess what? Oh, you ready? You ready? Now we're in Texas, baby. Woohoo! The other foot. Make sense? That's why I use the feet that I use. Because now we can work the hamstrings and what is a back leg line that we'll get to later. Big, broad arch. Now, her foot automatically came in and started rubbing against my hip. If I have any issues with that, I can just hold her like this. This is just passive body contact. Most people seem to like this eventually. It's a little different because we don't tend to interact with people's tissue that way on table work where they're clothed or naked, I should say.
Now, say that you feel a tight spot or feels like constricted. Are you gonna stay and hold?
right.
Or are you gonna
How's
keep
that?
like pumping it?
Oh, because you think I'm teaching you one thing. No, I'm simply teaching you a primary position, and then you will do 20 other things while you're here. And then I go, okay, big heel. Ooh. And I go, oh, right there. And I go, okay, I want more pull. Okay, so I unhook and I grab and I go right. Oh. Because I'm just showing you a primary position. Increasingly, I've been using that phrasing in class to explain what I'm teaching, because they always think it's one thing. It's not. You know, you can decide what to focus on. How's that there? Oh. Now, you'll see my leg is mostly completely extended. I'm pulling her into my foot. Right there. Now, a little bit further in. How's that right there?
Good.
Oh, now, if I did the same thing, pressing into her hamstrings with my hands, how does it feel?
A little invasive.
Why is it not invasive when I use my feet? Culture. You guys, we deal with touch. We deal with touch, okay? What this does is it gives you new tools that in some ways are more intimate and in some ways are less intimate. Because now they're clothed. I can reach right into, is that too much? Right into there. Back off. Maybe draw it again, just to soften it out. Almost add ratio tuberosity. If I angle myself enough, if I decide to come over and I say, hey, I want to get in there, I could come right in here. How's that?
That's awesome.
Does that feel untoward?
Nope.
What if I did that with my hands?
Uh,
I mean, you got a problem there, ma'am. I just want to put my hands right on your shield. You see?
well, no, I mean, for me, I don't find it uncomfortable.
But she's a massage
hand work,
therapist.
So there's that.
Think of it from the public's
Yeah.
perspective. Now, the other thing is, once we've gotten to this, we've already worked on their feet. We've already worked on their lower leg. We've already started to work on their thigh. We're building intimacy as we go. What I'm teaching, even though he is clothed, is more intimate, not less. What do I not do in my marketing? Reboot is the most intimate massage available. Why?
It's not your style.
It's not what I focus on in my marketing. I'm not saying it's not also more intimate, because it is. I'm completely up in your business. I'm all over you. Like eventually you're not going to know what I'm using to press on you with, but I have to build that comfort. I just don't market it that way. I had a Thai massage person say, Thai massage is the most intimate massage imaginable. And I was like, ooh, I would never, it was female. I was like, I would never market like my work that way. Because it didn't work for me. You're shaking your head because it didn't work for me. So to get out of this, because I'm just giving you a little piece, right? I'm going to walk you through this again. I'm going to disengage. I'm going to let her cross over just because I want to balance her out. We had her externally rotated. Now I'm going to give her a little internal rotation. How's that? Oh, that's good. Hey.